The right of private defense refers to a legal principle that allows an individual to use reasonable force to protect themselves or their property against an immediate unlawful threat, essentially giving someone the right to defend themselves when state protection isn't readily available, provided the force used is proportionate to the threat faced. It is considered a defense against criminal charges in certain situations where someone is defending themselves from harm. Key points about the right of private defense. 1. Purpose: to enable individuals to safeguard themselves and their property from imminent danger when immediate state assistance is not possible. 2. Requirement of reasonable apprehension. The right to use private defense only arises when there is a reasonable apprehension of immediate harm. 3. Proportionality. The level of force used in self-defense must be proportional to the threat posed by the aggressor. And 4. Legal framework. Most jurisdictions have laws outlining the conditions under which private defense can be exercised, including the types of threats that justify its use and the limits of force allowed. The right to private defense can extend to causing death in India when there is a reasonable fear of death or grievous injury. This right can be exercised in relation to the body or property. When the right to private defense extends to causing death. 1. Assault. If there is a reasonable fear of death or grievous injury from an assault, the right to private defense can extend to causing death. 2. Housebreaking. If there is a reasonable fear of death or grievous injury from housebreaking, the right to private defense can extend to causing death. 3. Robbery. If there is a reasonable fear of death or grievous injury from robbery, the right to private defense can extend to causing death. And 4. Mischief by fire. If there is a reasonable fear of death or grievous injury from mischief by fire, the right to private defense can extend to causing death. What is the right to private defense? 1. The right to private defense is a shield to prevent crime, not a sword to penalize the offender. 2. The right to private defense is only to protect your body or property within a reasonable time. And 3. The right to private defense is only exercised when there is a real and immediate threat.